You have the Chronic's rabbit hole, and Lone Wolf Poetics, thank you so much for bringing yourself down the rabbit hole. I am super excited with your request today because we are continuing our episodic adventure with your spoken word poetry, and this is chapter 3 of Fort Qu'Apelle. I'm really excited to get into this one because you are also featuring someone new in this one.
Yes.
And this is featuring Laura's horror sounds. I can't wait to get into the spoken word and see what you have to say with your poetry today.
And this is chapter 3, Secrets. And the first one, the Fort Qu'Apelle saga began with the fog, in case y'all needed some reminding. It was depicting the narrator before trauma, emotionally numb, and drifting through rain and mist as fear, confusion, and depression quietly took over. And then for the part 2, chapter 2, the window shifts to life after the traumatic event, trapping the narrator in a claustrophobic space where PTSD manifested as anger, aggression, and feeling of being imprisoned within his own mind, which was really played very well in the music videos that you kind of made for this. And together these chapters present a fractured self split between disassociation and rage, setting the foundation for deeper truths to surface as the saga continues with the secrets now. You ready?
I'm ready.
Lone Wolf, I think it's really cool that you have someone featuring with you as well. I wasn't actually expecting that too, so I can't wait to see what Laura brings to the table as well. So definitely go support both these artists if you enjoy what you are hearing. And let's see what this one is all about with the secrets. Actually, there's one thing I want to do. And it's right. You have a write-up for this one, which will give us a lot better context for secrets. And I'm sorry for not doing that part yet, Lone Wolf, because I did the synopsis for the first two just so that we can make sure we were, because it's a series, right? We wanted to make sure. So let's make sure we get your context right before jumping in now. Okay, here it is. This is chapter 3 of your Fort Qu'Apelle saga. In this chapter, we are introduced to a new character, that being your PTSD itself. Also, the background sounds are from a video by Laura Slater from the YouTube channel Laura's Horror Sounds, original video, creepy haunted windmill horror sounds. Oh, okay, so that's the association.
Cool.
That's why we wanted the context. The character of my PTSD appears very demonic in nature, hence those Undertaker eyes. Dressed in a long black cloak and wearing the mask of a bubonic plague doctor. The static effect on my voice represents the hazy feeling I often experience during a PTSD episode, as well as help create a sense of unease and danger. The poem I recite in this chapter is an old piece of mine entitled Blood, White Winter. The poem was inspired by the novel Midwinter Sacrifice by Swedish author Måns Kellentoft. Thank you so much for the context, and I think that does add a little bit that I needed right before jumping into it now. And here we go. Boom.
Snowflakes tumble like soft pillows with such white beauty. They blanket the window's frosted glass. The scene, so magically pristine, it is nearly an impossibility to imagine times less jolly. But amongst the white-topped bushes and frost-tinted windows of cars left to stand still through the night's bitter chill, sits traces concealed by winter's blanket of a life taken. And though the solitude makes the cries muffled as they dance and echo off ruffled glass roads, all through the land the brontide moans are heard. All through the land the brontide moans are heard, but ignored, as he who is guilty lays in clandestine anonymity, whilst torturous actions are performed with vulpine haste.
Oof.
It is here, in a basement, barren and merely forgotten, that the fallen witnessed his last breath. Cloud and symbolically blur his vision as he became the victim, not to a lashing cold, nor a piercing wind, but the scavenging fox's poisonous ride. Now a ghost of where his body knowingly lays, the lost soul kneels and prays upon his own flesh.
Wow, very eerie this one, eh?
It's very eerie. I'm having a bit of a harder time focusing on what is being said.
Right. Because of the muffle
the muffled staticky sound.
Yeah.
But that's I don't
Which
know
was
if
on
it's
purpose. That was what he was trying
Yeah,
to say.
and
Like
so-
what it feels like coming out.
what it feels like when it's coming out, and feeling in that haze, feeling in that fog, feeling in that unease.
Yeah, and you feel like
And-
you are a plague, or you're around it when you're that depressed too, right?
Absolutely, because you
Yeah.
don't want to bring other people down. You
Yeah.
don't want to like
Or you sometimes think they're the reason why
or
you're
you
down.
think they're the reason why you're down.
Yeah.
So like it really is making me I feel what you were trying to have be felt by the ambiance of this poetry.
Yeah, it feels PTSD is coming through this.
It really feels like an episode. So
Yes,
it's
it does.
hard to pay attention for me to what is also being said, because one of the things for me when I'm having like an episode or I'm in that unease feeling, it's hard for me to listen. So that is just something that I'm noticing for myself is I don't fully know the context of the story that is being told, but I can feel the emotional state of the story that's being told.
Absolutely, and you can feel the coldness that
Oh, yeah.
at least was being alluded to in the lyrics at the beginning too.
The snowflakes on the windowsill, I'm like
The poetry's
literally
great here.
freezing. It's
Yeah.
really bringing in that ambiance.
It's unsettling. Here we go to finish this off.
Driven by revenge, the lifeless poltergeist splits
Mhm.
with vision at the sight of his own obsession. And though he may not be capable of possession, the swift-moving entity finds solace and peace in the vision alopecia. Finally, he can pass peacefully over, for he has found his Elysium amongst the desolate wastes of a blood-white winter.
Blood white winter. Ooh. Yeah, you can see that. Oh, I love showing the eye now. Getting manic. Ooh, nice pause.
Very good pause.
I thought something was gonna like pop out.
I was like, did the
kinda
computer
terrified
just
there.
freeze? Like,
Yeah.
is this actually a pause? Like, it really made me feel uneasy just with the ending there. And I feel like that's kind of how it goes as well. When you're in one of those
It kinda just stops.
you go kind of manic and then it kind of stops and then you
Yeah.
kind of just walk away from it.
I feel like it's almost like a self-awareness moment too after it's going on, but I'm not also sure because I don't have like I don't really have PTSD that I can honestly think about. That's like at an extreme level that it takes over and then it puts you in a state type of thing.
I would say
Even
it's
though-
like an awareness, like an out of body experience, and then when the awareness kicks in, you kind of remember it third person like, so it's
Yeah.
not really you, but it is you, but it's not you, so it's like a weird disassociation.
Yeah, and it was talking, which can make it feel like secrets because then you don't even know what happened and it's a third person. So what type of point of view do you feel
Becomes
like
the
even
darkness
existed?
you hide away from people. It becomes like the monster that
Yeah.
you keep hidden, so it becomes the secret that you carry with you, is that you have this demon creature living inside you.
That white blood snow I thought was really cool because as soon as you said that line, then you could see the plague mask come up and you could see the full redness around the eyes and the white on the mask and the darkness around that too. And that was like kind of the eeriness, trapness that you could feel there too. So like that claustrophobia, you then need to almost talk about your secrets to get out of it too. I would feel,
Absolutely.
because that's also how you come to like feeling better, is being able to talk about things too and not keep things in the dark and all that as well.
And what's really cool is like the sense that I was getting from your there were some words I didn't know or didn't quite understand, but there was some the sense that I was getting from the plague doctor mask, the entity itself that is PTSD, is that he was almost guiding you to come back to him, guiding you
Yeah.
to to fall back into that manic state, guiding you like almost like the
Lurking
Pied
entity.
Piper, almost
Yeah.
like the lurking entity
Mhm.
who's trying to coerce you into becoming that monster, letting it out, right? Unlocking the cage. I don't know if you've ever watched Naruto, but I'm sorry to relate this back to to Naruto, which is an anime. But
Nothing wrong with that.
there's Naruto has a demon fox inside of him.
Right. I thought I
And-
heard something about the fox in there too.
Right, and there was something about a fox in your lyrics there.
Mhm.
And so the demon fox that is inside of him, Kurama, I believe her name is his
Right.
name, and is always trying to get Naruto to unlock the seal. Always let me out.
Right.
I'll
yeah,
give you a
yeah.
little bit of my power. I'll give you a little bit of this. I'll give you a little bit of reprieve. I'll heal you. Just let me out a little bit. Let me weaken the seal. Let me until he wants to try and take over.
Yeah.
And that was the feeling that I was getting from this entity. Let me out, let me in, let me play, but eventually I want to take over. And so
That's what it
kinda-
wants to do. It wants you to give up, essentially.
And yeah,
right?
you give up and let me be the driver.
Yeah. And what I think was really cool that you were doing too, as well, Lone Wolf, is after every single line, the way that you held the note at the very end,
Mhm.
it lets you really take in what you said. And I was really liking your flow, honestly, with this poetry
Yeah, it was a
on
very
this
good
one too.
flow.
The flow was, and also just getting more used to spoken word. I'm now just it comes in easier too, and the pacing I'm starting to enjoy a lot more too, because I'm traditionally a lot more progressive and a lot more like boom too. So like this is a nice change of pace that helps you sometimes to slow down. But like you said at the beginning, I kind of wanted to close my eyes sometimes to hear it a bit more, but I didn't want to lose also the
visual
visuals
aspect.
and just all that too. So definitely worth going to check again too. And very cool that you got to collab with someone to also make this as well too. So if you guys enjoyed this with us, please hit the like and hype button, comment down below what you thought. If you have not seen the part 1 and 2 of these chapters of this saga of Fort Qu'Apelle, then we also have a playlist for that you can check out these reactions for, and stay tuned for chapter 4 coming very soon as well. Thank you guys so much for spending your precious time with us. If you are not a Chronican yet and you want to have more, hit that subscribe button on your way out. And we are now exiting the rabbit hole, folks.
Thank you so much, everyone, for being here with us. And Lone Wolf Poetics, thank you for bringing your poetry back down the rabbit hole. I know this one really did sound like, for me, like we were at a poetry pub or a poetry bar. And so I absolutely loved it. I think you did a really good job with this one. Loved the creaky gate noises that were behind it. Really brought us into that, desolate kind of feel.
That was Lara's work there.
Yeah, so Lara's work was really great. I thought that was very smart for you to use that that noise, that sound prompt, because it really, I think, added to that unease and that horror feel that you were going for.
Yeah.
So this was absolutely amazing. I can't wait to see what episode 4 or chapter 4 is going to be about, and to see where you continue the story with. So thank you again, everyone, for being here with us. Peace and love.
Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and God bless y'all.
Take care. Bye for now. Hey, thank you for making it to the end of the video. It's so good to see you here. And if you would like to continue in supporting us in our future endeavors, you can do so by supporting us over here. And if you really like this band or artist that you listen to in this video, you can support them right here. And we think you might like this video right here. So remember to click it and continue on your trip down the rabbit hole.
Thank you so much, Chronicans.
Thank you so much. Peace and love.